Enkrofo bi nan esikwan so a wo mu ekọ enkukuo mu enkrofo benya eha ena details ne nyina ewo wei eye osofo Owusu Bempa na wasan aka no ho bio asema osofo Owusu Bempa eka ne se dani da nyina wa hu se enkrofo bi nan esikwan so a ekọ enkukuo mu na sankrofo na anhwe yi a wo mu bedi nkukuo so ampa na ne o kire ne se wontimi mba nyankopon anim emba mesre bibi na wonsa mfa akire enko baabi foforo a enye nyankopon fie na wonsa enko baabi foforo nsa enko yeden ensa enko sre bibi emfiri honom se opese odi nkunim o se wo yesa na onnam nkukuo kwan so ena wasan ato aso se okachire obi se NDC amanyukuo no kwa akotwusu ballot paper anaso wo kwa akotwusu number on the ballot paper on beda number 8 ena abam so ampa osofo Owusu Bempa ne nkwan osofo Owusu Bempa nkwam hye we nyina no o hye no kasabebuo kwan so but se wo ye nyansane a obetini osofo Owusu Bempa kanase I will not talk much nensem no wa ha se mepese be kwa akotie na ensem a maka no sorosori wodi emunchiremu nyina aba na wate ase ne osofo Owusu Bempa epese okire we nyina ahead of 2024 abato ya eda yanimi no yanti Owusu Bempa
be catching crofobia say NDC for me number 8
now I said to some people that NDC when they go for the ballots regarding their position on the ballot paper, I said to some people they will pick number 8.
And I say Omuye 7 so no problem.
And I said
8 and
I said that if they choose number 7, there is no problem with it. But number 8 is what they are going to choose.
Because Captain Smart frame me. That's what Obaha Sunday be to frame me.
So one Sunday, Captain Smart came here, and after that he called me.
Nah.
Our Father.
I'm saying last week, or some frame me.
I think just last week he called me again.
What you say? And
he's shocked.
Now, me catch a gentleman be, or no crown a car, me crown a refi.
But I spoke to a certain gentleman, and he's the one who recalled. He is the one that reminded me because I had forgotten about it.
Munim say about a more spiritual than physical.
Now, are you aware that standing for an election is more spiritual?
Metis will be case Namid Emfa about one. I am not Busan who say, Na Sani Pan or Numpo, Namefano, Namefana Busian. How much more Ghana or my mooning in Anna?
Now, when I hear
leader, I'm more man in a main found.
When I hear some people say that God is not concerned about national elections, I do not understand what they seem to understand. Because even that person as an individual, God is so concerned about that person and his or her family. How much more Ghana as a nation? The entire nation is going out to pick a leader to lead the nation. Why will God not be concerned about it?
Tomorrow you sure say, if you see Sudifo, well leaders,
so are you sure that God is not concerned about world leaders?
Our nation and
there will be a leader to be chosen in a certain nation and God doesn't care?
You
know, there are children of God in this nation. everyone is a child of God.
Onyame do bia.
God loves everyone.
Ne de ade a mesra wa ne se ukonyame anima. Bompa yese abato ne be ya asumdwie.
Now what I'm going to ask of you is that at any time when you go before the Lord, pray to God and ask that there will be peace in the nation before, during, and after the election.
De obedi nkunim.
The one that will emerge victorious.
Mami Chain Mensa. One ne nkrofo omomfa masa nipa no.
I think that Madam Chain Mensa and her people, the Electoral Commission, must ensure that they would mention the winner as their mandate is.
Political parties, mama money na ho.
Now, political parties, please be vigilant.
Osofo.
Papa.
Ya wa abato afi nti ehia mu da bia na me kasa fa abato ho a menya worried.
Now we are in an election year.
Ana me kao se kai omani wo mpaebom.
We are in an election year. And so when we come to church and I spend a few seconds or minutes to talk about election, don't be worried, because I use that opportunity to remind you of your duty as a Christian to intercede for the nation.
Osofo.
Papa.
Nkrofo bi nan esi kwan so ekọ nkuguom, but mejidi so omunnim.
Now there are certain people who are on the path to defeat, and I am sure that they do not know.
Enyini so omunnim.
I am sure they are not aware that they are walking the path of defeat.
So konyame anim so onyame moa wa. When you
go before God seeking the help of God, be reliant, solely dependent on that help you are seeking from God. Don't seek help from elsewhere.
Samuel Nyankopon ho na san ko hwehwe moa emfiri baifuo ba Nyankopon ho ya nya ne saa. Now we are saying nyame oba reject.
You cannot go before the God of Samuel and seek help from that God of Samuel, and at the same time you go to a necromancer or a sorcerer or a witch to seek help from her. When you do that, God will not help you.
Great man of God be
a certain great man of God,
very powerful.
He is a very powerful man.
Prophetic word be a befri nanum aba our nations afa battle hu bia esi.
Now the prophetic word he speaks concerning elections of nations come to pass
worldwide. Babia esi.
And worldwide, wheresoever he has spoken of, whatever he has said has come to pass.
We're very deep.
He is a very deep man,
very powerful,
and a very powerful man. And he is not a poor man.
Or a big church.
He's got a big church.
Or respect.
And he has respect and reputation.
Nyame asofo omu bunum enyame abi omu pojini tum se we nyame ni pakese.
Now even men of God who God has anointed and elevated all agree that this person I'm talking about is indeed a great man of God. As for me, I believe him.
Where you're very powerful and deep.
He is very powerful and very deep.
The realm is too high.
And his realm is so high.
Your friend Ubet Angel.
His name is Ubet Angel.
What can be for Ghana election?
He has spoken about Ghana's election.
Maybe I
will not say or repeat what he has said into detail.
But near Yeah, the video sending me a share ya. Me hunu ya ne say. Osi Nyankopon ade o man ahye Archbishop Nicholas and Williams and the prophet Isaac. Now,
Eti abusuya eno na eda ho no. This is Osofo Owusu Bempa. We know you don't need a PhD before you can understand the Owusu Bempa eka. He spoke about obi sret to me wanyame hona wasa ko ba bifufro. He spoke about some people going to opposition. And I said, minka opposition cry. He spoke about some people losing power. Nkukuo. He spoke about NDC choosing number 8. Where enyame weso. So you shouldn't sit down there waiting for me to explain things for you. You yourself, you know. Mobekaya. Was it last year or earlier this year? I stand to be corrected. Owusu Bempa be kan say wa hun say ye de osuna hye cage mo ntimi bie. Mokai kasa bebuo sa ba onim ne oka. So we there you have to understand. We eye nkomisha fufro ena efre Owusu Bempa honum eba. Mpa ye ne de ye bebo amagana ye pa asomdwie ene message na wa send ama Jin Mensa no so no. Yemfa nya adwuma se ne obewi ne no yenkasa ono a na yemfa ade na man ne asundwe mbra na nyina yentena ho. This is the words of Osofo Owusu Bempa.